Welcome back to Channel Claire. It is May 4th. I'm going to start off by saying that I truly am sending peace, love, support, compassion, understanding to Johnny and his team. I felt so bad listening to this woman literally lie to his face, although he refused to look at her. It made me sick listening to her. We had her doctor, her biased doctor who spoke prior to Amber getting on the stand, pretty much explaining and admitting that Amber did abuse Johnny and this, that, and another, blah, blah, blah. But Amber got on the stand, and watching her have to walk by Johnny to get up on the stand, I felt like his whole body language changed. She gets up on the stand, and I am like, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. I don't know if you guys remember that article that I read that Eve Barlow was basically the source of, talking about how Amber wakes up in the morning, she does her workout, this and another, she goes into court, they come back, they eat dinner, and then she studies and prepares for the next day. Literally, the entire time I listened to this woman, it sounded like a script. The pauses, the breaths, the laughter, every part of this story that she told up on this stand today was scripted, memorized, and practiced. And you can very much tell, especially when she gets interrupted and she goes back from where the line that she memorized started, you can really fucking tell when somebody is memorizing something, like speaking off of memorization versus speaking off of recollection in your mind of what actually took place. She's speaking as if they sat down and wrote a script for her and said, this is what you're going to perform. I could not believe the performance that Amber Heard got up here and did. How she tried and got choked up and stuff when she talked about the cavity search. And I'm looking at Johnny. He's looking down, he's drawing, he's doing what he's doing. He's not looking up at her, but she is staring at this man, pretty much. She's looking for a reaction from the jury. She's looking for a reaction for the people who are sitting out watching. She's looking for a reaction from Johnny. She wants to see if she is being believed. But when I fucking tell you, hearing her speak, I felt not an ounce of sympathy, compassion, understanding. I felt nothing. It all was lies. All these fucking things of Johnny grabbing her face and kissing her and doing all that, trying to make him sound like a predator, how he kicked up her robe, threw her on the bed and all this shit, trying to make it sound like he's a predator, and she just laughed. How is it that you go throughout your life, Amber, per the story that you're telling, you go throughout your life, even in your past relationship with Tasia, in your relationship now that you had with Johnny, from the sounds of it, you do nothing wrong. You do absolutely nothing wrong. You think that you have been right in every single situation. It was all Johnny. It was all him. He was the most terrible person. He beat you. He belittled you, controlled what you could wear, controlled your work. All of that. All Johnny. No, Amber Heard was a complete fucking angel. She wanted to talk about his coke use in the jar of coke that was sitting there and how she didn't approve of him using coke. Bitch, you were addicted to coke, okay? The coke in the picture that they gave and showed to the jury, that you and Whitney or whoever the fuck your friends just, framed and staged up with the nice little lines of fucking coke, that was your coke. And I'm pretty sure after you took that picture, you and whoever snorted it with that tampon applicator. I believe not a single fucking word out of this woman's mouth. Not one. There may be some people out there that are a little worried right now, a little concerned, hearing all this stuff about Johnny. They're lies. They're lies. Especially the point where she's talking about she took care of Lily and was taking care of her when they were at the on the yacht or whatnot, and she was taking care of Lily, and Johnny's reaction is like, I know the fuck she did not. Bringing up his children multiple times, trying to say that Lily was so distraught and disturbed by her father drinking or whatever. Bringing children into this. They did not ask to be a part of this. Keep their fucking names out of your mouth. And matter of fact, keep Johnny's name out of your fucking mouth. He is Mr. Depp. I am so sick of her sitting up here calling him Johnny when she claims that he abused her so fucking brutally. Why are you trying to be so friendly and familiar with this man? Why are you so concerned that he's ignoring you and won't fucking look at you if you were so abused by this man? It is Mr. Depp. You have no respect whatsoever. You have no respect for yourself the way that you got up on this fucking stage today. Trying to choke up tears and trying to fucking cry when you're completely dry. Ain't not a fucking tear coming out your goddamn eye, and you're saying that this trial is the hardest thing you've had to go through in your life. This trial. Not the abuse. The trial. The hardest thing you've had to go through in your life. I am disgusted. There's so much going on in my brain and my head. So much that she said that I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck? They're bringing in all types of new claims and shit. Come on. Come the fuck on. Anybody with a sane mind and eyeballs and ears to fucking see knows that this is a performance and knows that this is an act. If you have no emotional reaction, given what you've just heard towards Amber Heard and feeling no sense of anything, it's a fucking act. A memorized script. Someone says here, I have been told abusers stare at victims in court. You know, a further intimidation tactic. The abused can't look at the tormentor. When Johnny Depp testified, Amber Heard was staring at him and has done so throughout. He refuses to look at her. Refuses to look at her. The way she walked up on that stand and Elaine wanted to ask her about her daughter. Yes, I have a daughter. And they ask her how old she is. I just had a birthday. It just passed, and my daughter is 1 year old, and all the smile. What is there to fucking laugh about when you're up here trying to say that this man brutally abused you? What is there to smile and laugh about? Is that the tactic that your team told you to go with when you get up on the stand to act all friendly and fucking relatable? Well, it's not coming off well. Nobody relates to you. Your stands relate to you, actually. Let me not say that the stragglers that are still out there, they relate to you because they're much like you. But nobody relates to you. You having a daughter makes the situation 10 times fucking worse. It's not helping your case. People are concerned for your child. Amber, Laura Heard, you should be ashamed of yourself, but I know that you're not. And you're going to get back up on this stand tomorrow and you're going to do the same goddamn thing. But you know what comes after you telling all your fucking lies? The cross comes, where you're going to have to answer and explain every single fucking thing that has been put out as evidence in this case. They talked about the knife, and she went into, it had a turquoise handle, and this, that, and other. And I just inscribed what Johnny would always fucking tell me and put it on the but he abused you so much, you give him a knife. A big ass knife. But you were afraid he would kill you, yet you gave him a weapon that he could possibly use. I do not believe that shit. You went on to talk about how generous he was with your friends and your family and you and this, that, and another. But Johnny was behind the scenes beating your fucking ass behind closed doors, per you and your doctor saying that people don't know what happens behind closed doors. Yes, we know that for a fact. You were beating Johnny's ass behind closed doors, also in front of people. That's how crazy and how you cannot manage your emotions. I was listening to this thing and I was so pissed that I wasn't at home. I had to work today, but tomorrow luckily I work from home, so I can kind of like be more with it and in it. But I was so pissed that I was at work and I could not say all the shit that I wanted to say. Like, it's just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And she tried to fucking cry and act her way out of this. Wow. And I'm looking to see where this has fucking changed. Where her PR team has come in and changed suddenly her reputation. I don't see it. Nobody's believing this bitch. No one is believing shit. It's bullshit. It's a conspiracy against Johnny, and it's literally all bullshit. I'm trying to see if I can see video of this shit, because I want to go back to some parts that I feel like I missed, but I'm just like, I'm disbelief. I did not think that she was gonna get up on the stand, but if she was gonna get up on the stand, I knew it was gonna be a fucking performance, and that is exactly what it has been. Let me get over here. Hold on. All right. So this is as Amber gets on the stand.
All right. Your next witness. Your Honor would like to call Laura Amber Heard to the stand. All right.
Look at her.
Amber Laura.
You should not take that swear because you're about to fucking lie through your teeth. That right there, perjury, off the bat. Before you even get on the stand, you're fucking lying because you know you're not about to tell the truth in any way, shape, or form. Look at how she's walking. Look at how she walked by Johnny. And look at Johnny. He's uncomfortable. This is not a situation he wants to be in, but he has to literally save his life and reputation and name.
I live in Yucca Valley, California.
Do y'all hear this shit?
I am 36. I just celebrated.
Bitch, no one
Do you have
cares.
a daughter?
Look at that.
I do. She also celebrated her birthday recently. She's 1.
For real.
And what is your profession?
And she's smiling and laughing. They told, can you imagine how many times they have asked her these questions and she has practiced her responses over and over and over again in this act in which she is doing. A complete and utter act.
I am an actor.
A horrible one.
Okay.
What is she smiling about? What is there to smile about? You're in front of your alleged abuser from your words, literally only your words, because there's no evidence and proof of it, and you're sitting up here smiling and laughing the first moments you've gotten up on the fucking stand. She looks crazy. Zoom in on that. She looks like a crazy person. Amber overacts. She overacts and it comes off as not believable. If you had a true story, if you had a true experience, you would be able to just say that and it would be believed. but she overacts, and it really brings me back to, I don't remember what the director's name of Rum Diaries was. I forget his name, but if you guys remember, it brings me back to the guy saying they had auditioned her a few times or whatnot, but he felt like she was doing the most, or some words like that. She was just doing, it was too much. It was too much. And Johnny was basically saying she needed to practice the art more of being still. And as we have seen in her deposition and now with her up on the stand, she does not know how to be still. She does not know subtleness. She does not have that natural acting talent. She just doesn't. And because she doesn't have that talent, she has to overdo it. She feels like she has to like bring the most and have the emotions and the faces and do all of this. But it is overacting. It comes off as not believable. It comes off as you literally acting. Instead of, when people want to see a movie, they want to sit down, be immersed into a world, feel like they're actually there. I watch Johnny. He's a natural talent. I'm all into the world of the movie and everything that's going on. Listening to her, I'm literally like, okay, what page of the script are you on now? Because this is like, it did nothing for me. I am not swayed, will not be swayed. I believe Johnny to the fucking end. This is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The literal only reason why she got the part was for her looks. Johnny liked the way that she looked. He felt that when he spoke to his director, that was the look that they were going for. That's the only reason why she got it. Not based off of her talent, nothing else. Because she was auditioned multiple times. And the director was like, I don't think she has it. Johnny came in and gave her a chance, basically gave her the career that she has today. She talked about how she started in small films in Austin and worked her way up into bigger leading roles and this, that, and other. But the only real leading role that I know of you on, big leading role, is Aquaman. And your ex, with whom you're trying to say abused you, got you that. So it's just, it's so laughable. So we'll continue.
Why are you here?
This creepy ass smile. Why are you here?
I am here because...
Let me answer this question for her. I am here, Amber Heard, I am here because I lied on my ex-husband. Instead of taking the $7 million that I got and claimed to the world that I was going to be giving to charity, I pocketed it. And then I decided to write an op-ed when I was supposed to keep my mouth shut and put it in the Washington Post. And she admitted she wrote an op-ed and put it in the Washington Post saying that my ex-husband beat me brutally, and my ex-husband wants to clear his, is now just taking me to court because I don't know why. He just wants to make my life miserable. No, bitch. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. You're here because you ruined a man's life, and he's clearing his name. And he's suing you for it. He's lost nearly $44 million, and he's suing you for $50 million. It adds up. How the fuck are you going to countersue for $100 million? This is what she's fighting for.
Because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
For an op-ed I wrote.
How do you feel about that?
So she wrote it. This is all acting. I struggle to have the words. It's all acting. Poor Johnny.
How painful this is.
I wonder if he has allergies or something.
This is horrible for me to sit here.
You think it's horrible for you? Bitch, really? It's horrible for Johnny to have to sit up here and hear these lies that you're spewing out of your mouth.
Hear people that I...
While staring at him.
Knew, some well, some not. My ex-husband, with whom I shared a life.
Johnny's like, really, bitch? Shared a life? That's what you want to call it?
About our lives in the way that they have.
I mean, you're about to speak about your life with Johnny in the way that you have.
the most painful.
So it's okay
and
for
difficult thing
you
I've
to
ever
speak
gone through.
about your life with Johnny, but it's not okay for Johnny to.
Now, there was a trial in
Look
the
at her
UK
trying to make
in
this
July
face.
of 2020
Oh
where
my
Mr. Depp
god.
had sued
This
the Sun
distressed face
newspaper
after you were
and
just
banned
up
the
there
movie.
fucking
Do you recall
laughing
that?
and smiling.
Yes.
And what was your level of participation in that lawsuit, in that trial?
Well, I was not party to that lawsuit. I was a
Look at how
witness.
she is like, is she talking towards the
I suppose
jury?
the primary witness, since it
I don't
dealt
recall
with the
Johnny
truth
doing
of
that when he got up
the
on the stand.
relationship that I shared with
He
Johnny.
spoke to his lawyers in response. He was
And
paying
what,
attention
if
to,
any, role
even
did
during
you
the
have
cross-examination,
to
he was
play
talking
with
right to
respect for example,
Rottenborn.
witness
She's over
statements
here
and
looking at the jury because she
testifying?
thinks
Objection,
that she's
call
going to appeal to them with her act.
For example, overruled.
This hairdo is horrible.
I had
The faux
to
bob.
write.
They pinned it up
I think
in
I
a
gave
faux
7
bob.
witness statements under oath testimony. I sat on the stand for 4 days.
This is so, this,
under
are y'all
mostly
seeing this shit?
cross-examination. And
Look
up
at the
until this
facial
point,
expression.
it was
She's
the hardest thing
literally
I'd ever had to
doing the fucking most.
Thank you, Amber.
And
I'm
Elaine,
gonna
thank
take
you, Amber.
back, and if you could
When
just
has she
tell
ever
the
said
jury
thank you
a
to any
little bit
fucking
about your
witness?
background. Tell us where you grew up.
And then with the whole her rags to riches fucking story about her dad breaking horses and how she was up on the horse and she would all basically it is staying on. I'm listening to this and I'm like, literally that's what you did to Johnny. You stayed on him, wouldn't let him leave. He would run away and you would come back. He would run away and you would come back. You broke him like the fucking horses your dad taught you how to break. Okay? You broke him and treated him like the fucking horses your dad trained you to do. You stayed on that man until he could not take it anymore, to the point where he wanted to harm himself. That's what you did. That's literally the only fucking thing I got from your goddamn background. I didn't give a fuck about any of that shit. Nobody fucking cares. But when I heard about them horses and her breaking them horses, and she's talking about her dad and this, that, and the other, and her sister, what I did learn was that she has an older sister. That I didn't know. I didn't know that she was the middle child. So I think she said she had a sister, an older sister, and then Miss Whitney, is younger than her by like 16 months. So I didn't really realize they were so close in age, and I didn't know she had an older sister. So she's like that middle child, and maybe she has like that middle child syndrome where they say the middle child, like, because they're not the oldest, they're not the youngest, they don't get the most attention, they don't get the most time. So maybe she has a little bit of middle child syndrome along with her fucking histrionic and borderline and this, that, and other. She's fucking crazy. I literally cannot believe she went up and got on this stand. And this is what she's doing. This is what they're going with. All these stories, the trailer park, how he literally brought her into the trailer and was searching her, like a cavity search. I do not believe that. And I saw somewhere somebody that that scene is actually part of a movie that she was in, and she takes from movies a lot. Gone Girl, I think it was Machete's Kill or something like that, where she was in, that scene with the cavity search was in. You know, you took Kate James' story. She's just picking and grabbing from all this shit to put and to make into her own story, and it's so glaringly obvious. It's so obvious. I don't want anybody to be concerned about this shit that happened today. Don't be worried. Don't be concerned. It's going to be fine. The cross-examination is up here. Johnny had his time to talk and tell his truth, the truth. Now Amber gets her turn to come up here and tell her stories and lies. I'm putting stories and lies together. Her lorries. And then the cross will come. And she's going to have to answer to a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Oh, so, okay. So Laura B just actually retweeted this part of Amber being fucking emotional on the trial, and one of the commentators said that she came across as disingenuous and rehearsed. Watch this shit. Just fucking watch this shit. I could not believe my eyes.
At Johnny Depp's defamation trial, Depp is suing her
Look
for
at
$100
this.
million in damages, accusing her of falsely alleging
That's
he
wrong.
abused her.
Get your
Her
information
told the
right. He's
court
suing
how
her for
Johnny
50
was the
mil.
love of her life,
Look at
but
her.
He also had another side.
He was also this other thing.
Not a tear out of her fucking eye.
And that other thing was
Face dry.
awful.
Overacting.
Awful.
Oh my
thing
god,
that
how many
would
times has she acted
come
this?
out.
The high-profile trial is
Wow.
now in its fourth week, and we are joined now by US broadcaster Cooper Lawrence. Good morning to
Wow.
you, Cooper. What did you make of Amber Heard's
What
time
did you
on the
make of
stand
it,
today?
Cooper?
I'm glad you played that clip because
Yeah.
did you notice that she was crying but no tears?
Yes!
And that's always something that we
Not
look for. I feel
any
like that's
fucking
always a tell.
tears.
You know, we've seen detective shows where they do that, but that
Dry
actually is a big deal.
eyes. It is a big
when somebody
deal.
is trying to communicate something and it's coming across a little bit false.
It is.
And I think most of her
It's an
testimony,
act.
she stuttered through a lot of things.
Yes, she did.
sounded rehearsed.
She sounded
but
very
she
rehearsed.
had talking points. She made sure to keep saying eggshells, walking on eggshells, pattern of
Mm-hmm. Yes.
behavior. And she
Buzzwords.
was stuttering through the things that she was told to say.
Exactly,
So
because it's not
a good
from
idea. I don't know
memory.
if that was a strategy on the side
It
of
was,
her
but they're
attorneys,
stupid.
But it came across very disingenuous.
It did.
Rather than just having a conversation and telling us her testimony, it
Right.
seemed like she was trying to remember they told me to say eggshells.
Yes!
So that was,
I
was
like
very
this
problematic.
lady.
But then when she actually told stories of things that actually happened, it was very natural and very believable. So we
Mm-hmm.
got to see the contrast between the things that were rehearsed,
Rehearsed and
and the things
made
that
up.
She just knew.
Well, we saw
Exactly.
Johnny Depp, he spent 4 days getting evidence, and that was equally gripping. How do you think he came across then?
You know, the whole thing was very sad. I mean, let's be honest. Johnny Depp had to reveal a lot of things about himself.
Yes, he
that I think
did, and
been
he's
trying
having to
hide
sit
for
here
a
and
long
listen
time.
to this
He's
shit
an alcoholic,
about-
He's a drug addict. He had a terrible
Everybody
problem
knew
for
that
many,
shit.
many years.
We knew he
But
drank and
came
did
across very
drugs.
genuine. He
This
was telling us
bitch.
things that
This
you
bitch
can
here.
see he wasn't very happy to be talking about,
No,
but he was talking about it.
but Amber was
And
up on the stand
I don't-
laughing and
remember, they're
fucking
both
smiling.
actors. You always have to think to yourself, which one of them is doing the better job acting? But the truth is, neither one of them are acting. I think she
No,
truly
she is acting.
making up a story.
She
and
is making
he
up a
is
story.
Absolutely telling us his truth.
Exactly.
And I just wanna say,
Thank
I
you.
always believe women, always. Except then there's Amber Heard. And
Ooh!
It's very hard to believe her.
Yes.
I want to, but
Making
the way
up a
she's
story.
coming across in her testimony just feels like it's just not genuine.
It's not genuine,
Wow.
and that is what the jury is going to see. It's not genuine, y'all. Act. It's all a fucking act. I don't want anybody to be fucking concerned or worried about this shit. The jury are going to see this woman. They're going to see this woman. She was up on the stand, and this was her reactions. Boom. That's one face. Boom. That's another face. Boom. That's another face. Like, it's just all... It's all an act. But she's 100% completely stable. No personality disorder. She only has panic disorder. She doesn't have borderline per her, fucking whatever the fuck that bitch... Let me not. Whatever, Dr. Hughes. Her. She doesn't have borderline. She doesn't have histrionic. She only has panic, and she has PTSD. So I'm supposed to believe that this is a sane woman who I'm up here listening to. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. And we know that Dr. Hughes was paid off. She was paid. She was paid, honey. Just like during her cross-examination, they were like, you have made thousands upon hundreds of thousands of dollars by testifying for women only. She couldn't even remember the last man she fucking testified for. Because she's biased. She's biased. Wow. Wow. Here she go. This is the full thing, I think.
And
Let me make it big. Because this bitch is really trying it.
I stopped laughing, but I didn't know what else to do. You know, you
Look at her.
I didn't know what to do. You would think you would have a response, but I, as a woman, had never been
But
hit.
I, as a woman, you've never been
I'm
hit.
an adult, and I'm sitting next to the man I love, and he slapped me for no reason, it seemed like. And I
Please.
missed the point. It was that stupid. Second slap, I know he's not kidding, but I don't know what else to say or do, so I just stared at him. I didn't say anything, I didn't react.
The
I didn't
sounds
move
rehearsed.
or
She's looking over at the
freak
jury.
out or defend myself or say, what are you doing? You're crazy.
So you
I
did
just
nothing. So
stared
me
at him.
hearing
Didn't
you
know what else to
screaming
do.
and bitching and doing all that shit in the
He slaps
audios,
me one more time.
I didn't hear that.
Hard.
You did nothing. You just looked at him. You never did a goddamn thing.
I lose my balance. At this
Oh,
point,
please.
we're sitting next to each other on the edge of the couch, or I was on the edge of the couch.
Look at her
And
face.
I'm all of a sudden realizing that the worst thing is just happening.
All of a sudden now, when she was sitting up for weeks, sitting up there, not moving her face at all, completely expressionless, nothing at all. Then I guess somebody on her PR team told her you need to show some fucking emotion, so she started cracking some. And now here we are with her on the stage, doing all types of stuff with her mouth, doing all, like, it's just distracting behavior. Tell your fucking story. Tell your fucking lies. Why is all this extra shit needed? It's needed because you're fucking lying. You're trying to make your story more believable. But you're doing a poor job at it.
This happened to me that could possibly happen to you. I realized that
What?
I wish so much you had said he was joking.
Y'all. Did y'all just see that? I wish so much he told me he was joking. She thinks she's on the movie. She thinks that she is starring in the movie of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial. She thinks, we know that there's going to be a movie film adaptation, but Amber right now thinks that she's playing in this movie. The dramatics of it all, the drama of it all, like you are not coming across the way you want to, honey.
Because it didn't hurt.
Because it didn't
It didn't
hurt.
physically hurt me.
It didn't physically
I was just
hurt
sitting
me.
there on this
Girl,
carpet,
bye.
looking at the dirty carpet, wondering
Looking at the
how
dirt.
am
I thought y'all
not
were on the
this
couch. I thought y'all was sitting on the couch. Now you're on the carpet that you have to let us know is dirty. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's extra. The extra details, the extraness of it all is not needed. That is how you know it's fucking lies. I thought y'all were on the couch. Now you're on a dirty fucking carpet. Just, it's too much. It's much too much. I love pausing this because every fucking time I pause it, she's in some other fucking crazy ass facial expression. Look at her.
carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know
Oh
what to
my
do. I didn't know
God.
what to say. I didn't know how to react.
You saw how she stumbled on that. Why? I never noticed the carpet was never dirty before. Like, she's literally, that stumbling, she is reading, memorizing from a fucking script, y'all. From a script, like the Cooper lady just said. From a script. You can tell how disingenuous this is.
I just sat there thinking, how much time do I have till I figure
Oh.
out what I...
Why is she
Dude,
acting so
Did
exasperated?
he just hit me?
Oh my god. Did he just
No,
hit
I
me?
didn't want to leave him. I didn't want this to be the reality. I didn't want to...
Oh my
have the
god.
man
Look
I
at
was
her.
in love with. I know
Oh,
you don't
I
feel
know
bad
Johnny
for
is
that.
like,
I know I'm
this
dumb.
fucking bitch.
I know you can't hit a woman.
This
you can't hit a man. You can't hit anyone. You can't
Performance.
just hit somebody because they...
Bitch,
I knew there was no...
you can't just hit somebody. You can't just hit somebody, but I heard you on audio telling Johnny, I wasn't hitting you. I wasn't hitting you. I was punching you. But you just said out your mouth right now you can't hit somebody. Just said out your mouth you can't hit somebody. Okay.
No, I knew it was wrong, and I knew that I had to leave him. And that's what broke my...
Everything she's trying to relay to us and everything that she's saying right now is what Johnny was thinking, what Johnny was feeling, what he was enduring. He knew he was in love with this woman. He knew it shouldn't have been like this. He didn't know what to do because he still loved her and had feelings for her, but he felt stuck, didn't know which way to go. Everything she's trying to make it seem like was her experience was Johnny's. And she has done this before with Kate James. She takes other people's stories and experiences and makes them her own and puts herself into these scenarios. She did it with Kate James, and now she is doing it with Johnny. Johnny was confused. Johnny was like, did she really just up and fucking hit me? This was all Johnny's response. And she's passing it off as her own. She's disgusting. Look, every fucking time I pause this thing, her face is in another goddamn screwed up way. Oh my god. She's not a tear. She's sitting here trying to cut, not a fucking tear. The best thing that ever happened to you.
And
The best thing that ever happened to you. He's the best thing that ever happened to you. But yet he brutally abused you. Why would those words even come out of your mouth? Why would they come out of your mouth at all? Just like, why would you be staring him down as he's testifying? Why are you staring at him now? Why are you looking at the... Oh my god. I cannot. I literally cannot with this woman. It is the scariest fucking thing. It is so scary. So we know these questions are asked for a reason. So this question from Elaine comes up asking Amber about her charitable work in her youth and growing up. Because of course they have to touch that. Of course they have to touch that because the ACLU and Johnny's financial people just came out and said, this bitch ain't give nothing to charity. She pocketed that 7 mil, 14 mil, we now know, got damn near 30 mil, whatever it is. Definitely more than 7 mil she got apparently. She goddamn pocketed that shit and gave it to no one. ACLU still has not seen that money. LA's Children's Hospital has still not seen that money. Johnny Depp directly donated to these charities, and she was pissed about it. So of course they have to try to change the narrative and say that Amber has always been so charitable throughout her youth. Look at this bullshit.
Promote yourself, you know, in...
What, if any, charitable work did you do when you were still young?
Please. And I don't believe
started off
this.
as
I literally do
requirement
not
for
believe this.
this
I
too,
need...
and then-
The only way I would believe this is if someone gave me picture fucking proof of Amber back in the day at some goddamn charitable events at the soup kitchen and this, that, and that. That is the only way I would believe this. I do not believe she's the type of person to give up her time for service. Unless there is a camera there, unless she is there promoting something. No. And even when a camera's there, I have seen her on video snatch a child out of a nurse's hands and put them all up in the camera. There is nothing charitable about this woman. She is greedy. Everything in her is greedy, hence why she asked for the penthouses, for him to pay off her car. She wanted all the bills in the penthouses to be paid. She wanted money for them. She wanted Johnny to pay for her lifestyle while they were going through the divorce. She wanted Johnny to pay for her lawyer's fees. She wanted Johnny to pay for her car. Greedy. And then when he tried to donate donate to charity on her behalf, she wanted double her settlement. You're greedy. You do not have a charitable heart, no matter how hard you want to sit up here and try to act like you do. You don't have a charitable heart. The damage is done. Nobody believes you. Nobody fucking believes you. Not with a sane mind.
And I liked it so much, I think, because it
Johnny
meant I
is
wasn't at
looking
home.
straight
I know.
down.
It
He
was important to me. It's
refuses
just
to look at her.
Not spend time at home.
I think it's excellent.
And
she does not
I,
deserve his gaze. She is not worthy of his gaze.
People, so I worked at the soup
Oh,
kitchen
you
every
like
morning
meeting
before
people? You like meeting people, really? Because as I recall, the lower people, the wait staff, and this, that, and other, you act extremely rude to them. yelling at their faces and shit, asking how dare you speak to me. So I'm supposed to believe that you were at a soup kitchen giving food to homeless people? Please, I don't believe it. You said in the audio you don't like being around people who need things from you. I heard that in audio. You had to disconnect yourself from people like that because it was causing you too much stress. Please.
School during the school year for about 4 years.
During the school year for 4 years.
I didn't go on weekends, but on weekends I would do various things. Worked at children's
Lies.
Children's museums typically.
Lies.
Work with younger volunteers.
Then why didn't you give the money to the children in the hospital?
Things involving children. I worked at the.
Why didn't you give? You did so
much.
much charity in your youth for children. Then why, once you got $7 million, why didn't you give the money to the kids in need? What is the reason? We still haven't gotten that. What is the reason you did not give the money to the children? Because it's been proven you've done nothing. You gave maybe $350K, and that's not even fucking confirmed. You want to sit up here and talk about doing this for the kids, this for the kids. Why did you not give them their money when you had the money? Back then, you may not have had the money, so you want to act like you were giving your time. Now you have the money. Why did you not give the money to sick children? Children in need. Disgusting. There's a child out there that really could have used a part of that $3.5 million that she sat up on a show and said that she was donating. There's a child out there that really fucking needed that. Disgusting. And you want to sit up here and say that you gave charity to children and went to a suit. I'm so ticked off. I'm trying to cuss less, but I am so fucking ticked off by this woman. She disturbs me. She's disturbing because she's just lying through her mouth. How do you not have a mental issue? This is just you normal? You're trying to make it seem like you're a sane person?
For a while, and yeah, I love it.
You love it?
When you worked with deaf kids, what, if anything, did you do to learn to be able
Now
to
she's
work
trying
with
to say
them?
she worked with deaf
Objection leading
children.
and 404. And relevance.
No, what I did see is a video with you and Johnny giving people hearing aids so they can hear for the first time. I saw that video and you were all up in the fucking camera, making it about yourself and not about the kids and the people who are finally getting to hear for the first fucking time. That I did see. But Johnny was there doing the same goddamn thing.
Well, I taught myself how to sign basic sign language and
Sign something
then
right now.
I pursued it. I audited a course at the community college, which I ended up going to get out of high school early later on. But I would audit classes. The teachers never wanted
Bullshit,
to kick
bullshit.
the, random 12-year-old
Just
out
fucking
of their
bullshit.
classes. Too small. Or,
They told her to
for me,
sit
so
up
I-
here to
I
act like
put myself out
you're
there, and she
being
heard about me,
relatable and like
she
you're
said,
having a conversation with
"I
somebody,
have
but she
heard
took it
about
too
you in this
far.
town, and
She's talking
I'd
about
love to
how
meet
she
you
first got
in
to
LA
LA.
if you're ever out in LA," and I was like,
Look at
"When
this.
can I come?"
What
and
is
she?
You're in a court case against your ex-husband who is suing you for defamation because you said that he beat his fucking I can't even fucking talk right now. You are in a fucking court case with your ex-husband with whom you said beat your fucking ass, yet you are up cheesing and fucking smiling and laughing on the stand like this. Who the fuck told you to act like this? Elaine, who doesn't even know who the fuck she's questioning in the moment, calling Dr. Hughes, Dr. Curry. Do not take any more advice from her. Because you look crazy. You look crazy. I have never... I don't recall Johnny being up on the stage laughing and smiling like this. I don't recall him doing this. He was very somber, sad, thoughtful. You could tell he was actually reliving these situations. Look at this bitch.
made an appointment with me for the following week, and I used all but $180 or something to get out there, and I landed. I didn't know anyone. I was 17.
God.
And I've effectively
Look at her.
been there ever since, I suppose.
So when you
Look at this
arrived
act.
at
Effectively
home,
been there
please
ever
tell the
since, and she
jury
does that
what
face.
you did to get moving there, get going.
Girl, bye.
I went to every audition, every casting, every meeting.
We also know you were a
every
stripper.
appointment that
But
I
we're-
could.
and tried to accuse
I
Johnny
put
of
myself
leaking
out
that
there.
to
I didn't have a
everybody.
car, because those were expensive.
But we're sure you're not gonna
so
bring
I
that
took the
up.
bus around LA.
I
It was
didn't
before
have a
smartphones.
car
I
because
had a-
that's expensive. You really want to make yourself like this relatable fucking woman, huh? No, I can't relate to any of this shit, and I know that majority, 95% of people in this world cannot relate to you, Amber. No matter how hard you want to try and act like you have this rags to riches fucking story. No. You went to Catholic school, a private Catholic school, and you made it very clear you were on scholarship, and the school was on the richer side, and you were on the other side of the tracks. She's fucking trying it. She's trying to make herself, but see, you're gonna pin yourself into a corner. Because you're trying to make yourself look like this fucking angel, like you ain't never fucking done nothing wrong in this goddamn life. And you're gonna paint yourself into a goddamn fucking corner. Because you know that's not true. And you know that's not accurate. That's not accurate for anybody on this goddamn earth. Nobody is perfect. Yet Amber Heard wants to get up on this stand and have y'all believe that she's a fucking angel and never did anything, and it was all Johnny. And he just hit her and beat her and abused her for no goddamn reason, allegedly, which I do not believe. But that's what she wants people to take from her story. Wow.
I had a Thomas guide in my bag and a change of tank tops. Not that it mattered, but I went to about 10 auditions sometimes a day and would change clothes if I needed to in the back of, the bus I was taking, and I just
Oh my
hustled
God.
from one audition to the other, and I got a bit part.
Hence is why when you got a little taste of the money, honey, you didn't want to let it go. That's why you didn't leave. You wanted to say Johnny abused you and this, that, another, and everybody wants to know, well, if that happened, then why didn't you leave? Because you got a taste of the high life. You got a taste of the high life. You acquired this man. You sought him out. You made a plan. And your plan wasn't quite finished yet, but you had to leave because you took it a little too fucking far. And now you're sitting here. This is a perfect how did I get here moment, like that little scratch. Yeah, that's how you got here, being a greedy fucking bitch. So I don't care about this whole rags to riches fucking story that you're trying to portray. Please
2008.
So now they're talking about the Rum
Did there come a
Diary.
time that you auditioned for the Rum Diary?
Yes, I auditioned for that in about 2008, I believe.
Please describe for the jury your experience in auditioning for the Rum
Do y'all
Diary.
hear how Elaine's talking now?
Well, I auditioned a few times, which is common in my work.
Oh!
You
She had to say that because she hated hearing Johnny say that the director had her audition multiple times because he just felt like she didn't have it. So of course she had to put this in here because that bruised her little fucking ego. Girl, bye.
you get a call back, as they say, and I
Look at her
think I had,
mouth. What is
at
she
least one,
doing
maybe
with her
two
fucking
callbacks
mouth?
with the director, and then I got a call saying that Johnny, who at the time was
She keeps calling
think
him
I knew that
Johnny.
he
It's
was
so
producing it as well.
disrespectful.
Was-
Why are you acting so fucking familiar with him? I bet every time she says the word Johnny out of her mouth, it makes him fucking twinge and cringe inside. You do not have the familiarity that you had with this man to the point where you can freely call him Johnny like that. I know that he literally, it's probably like grating inside of his ears every time she calls him Johnny. It's further disrespect. It's further disrespect because she saw this woman. This is going to go down in history. She is going to be studied. She is going to be analyzed. The body language experts are going to be on it. They're going to have content for fucking years off this shit. This performance that this woman is trying to pass off as the truth. Wow.
Was doing a project that was something very personal to him. He was reprising his role as his late friend, Hunter S. Thompson, and it was a very important project to him, and that he wanted to meet me in person. I thought I would be going for maybe an audition, but it was just a meeting. I went to his office,
which we heard about,
and met with him for a few hours.
So I don't even feel like listening to this shit.
After I was 22, I think, and I thought it was unusual. It was weird because he was twice my age, and he's this
twice your age,
actor.
bitch. Twice your age. She's really fucking trying it. She's trying to paint this man off as a predator who sought her out. That's what she's trying to do. Talking about some half her age. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
And here we are getting along about obscure books, and we're,
obscure books because you literally studied this man and everything that he fucking liked, and yeah, you were kind of in the industry, so you would hear things here and there. You studied this man. Please don't.
Oh, old blues and...
Old blues, yeah. I'm supposed to believe that this 22-year-old had the same taste in obscure books and blues music as Johnny Depp. Bullshit.
I thought it was remarkable. I just hadn't really...
Look at Johnny.
I thought it was unusual and remarkable.
I think maybe he has allergies or something.
Just feeling like, wow.
So, did there come a time that...
I will say, California air and everything like that is much different than over here in the east in Virginia. We got all types of pollens and crap going on, so he may not be used to this weather out here in this climate. But I don't know, or maybe he's upset, but maybe he has allergies or something. But he is not looking at this woman, and I am so happy. Don't even give her the fucking joy, because that's what she wants. She was upset that you were ignoring her this whole time, so do not look up at this woman, because she will take that as a win that she got Johnny to look at her. Don't do it, Johnny.
That you learned that you were going to be cast for the role in The Rum Diary.
Yes, a few days later, my agent said that Johnny's going to call you. We gave him your phone number. I was like, oh, okay. And shortly after, my phone rings, I pick it up, and I hear, this
she's acting.
Deep
this is acting.
Voice on the other line.
This is literally acting.
Said, you got the, you're it, kid.
Look at her.
You're the dream. Hunter wrote this part, and you're the dream. You're it,
smiling,
kid.
Laughing.
And please describe.
You're the dream. So much joy in saying that. You're the dream, kid. She took so much fucking joy in saying that shit. Like this. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I literally, this was the most draining thing that I've ever gone through. If I felt this way, I know that Johnny is like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that we just witnessed? I don't even, it's all acting. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over again, but it's all acting. It's literally all acting. That's it. That is literally it.
Beautiful in it.
She's talking about the fact that Johnny commented on an outfit she was wearing about to go out, talking about really, you're about to wear that, this, that, another, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now give me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm fucking wrong. Tell me if you've had a boyfriend, you've had a girlfriend, this, that, another. Y'all are getting dressed up, you're getting ready to go out, this, that, another. You're going out with your girlfriends, blah, blah, blah. You come out, you got your little short dress on, your little heels on, makeup, hair done, this, that, and other. And they say to you, well, damn, that's how you going out like that? That's how you going out here? I've heard that before, but I have never taken it as, like, someone, like, it's always been, like, an admiring thing. Like, damn, that's my girl. She's about to be going out like that with all these other men looking at her. You look good. That's what I've always taken it as. I have never in my life heard that and thought, like, oh my god, this guy is trying to control what I wear. And I don't think that that's what Johnny was saying to her. I really don't. He may have made a comment, like I just said, like, damn, girl, like, you better go out like that. And she's twisted it and turned it into this narrative for herself to make Johnny look bad. And exaggerated it. Definitely thinks.
Stupid as that sounds, I felt pretty in this dress I picked out. And
oh my god, overacting.
I showed it him because it's a carpet, it's red carpet, so it's like, publicized, and I kind of thought it was weird he wasn't saying anything about it. I left him to go do this red carpet.
Look at her.
I was like, did you see the event I went to?
That's not how you said it.
Basically, I felt pretty, and I thought, like, did you see that? I wanted him to say something about that, I guess.
Look at her face. It's overacting.
And he said, well, this is after he stopped talking to me for some time, didn't tell me why. When he came back in my life, he wouldn't explain why he was acting different. He just kind of acted mad at me and know what I had done wrong. And when I brought up
Johnny's
the dress
like, this
and
is
the
bullshit.
because
He's like, don't worry, I got you
really
in the
with
cross.
At the time. And I said, did you see that thing? And he said, yeah, I think the whole world saw that kid. That's how they'll remember you. That's how the world will remember you. And I was like,
wow, Amber.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's
for
like,
real.
I felt good in it. I felt good. And he said, yeah, kid, that's what you're...
I have seen you in fucking dresses with your entire fucking back out. The entirety of your back out. When you were supposed to have been abused not long before that, but you had your whole fucking body showing with nothing on it. I have seen pictures of her in these mesh shirts. Mesh see-through short shirts. And she has not even a bra, not even a nipple pad over it, nothing. Just going full-chested, bare-chested. Yet you want me to believe that this man had an issue with the way that you were dressing. I saw pictures of your closet. All the shoes, all the clothes and shit. I'm supposed to believe that you, Amber Heard, who was yelling and putting up fits and crying about how late he was to your birthday, you're going to let a man tell you how you can and cannot dress. I don't believe it. I do not believe it for a fucking second.
You're putting out there in the world, no one will ever forget that, and that's
she's
all
acting.
they'll see you as. That's what you wanted. That's what you were going for. My dress was low cut. I get it. It's low cut.
Wow.
But I felt, I felt really embarrassed and horrible that I wore that. And I felt like...
You should feel embarrassed right now. You felt embarrassed in that moment. You should feel embarrassed right now giving this horrible fucking acting job that you're doing. Horrible. Horrible.
Made that choice. Of course, he's right. You start to believe it. I started to believe that made a lot of sense. Of course.
Oh my god. So all of a sudden, so you started to believe it. So am I supposed to believe you started changing the way that you dressed? You started dressing more modest? Because where are the pictures of you dressing modest? I haven't fucking seen it. So you had this fucking instant and you felt embarrassed and Johnny said this, that, and the other, yet you kept dressing the way that you were dressing. Yeah, okay. I don't believe it at all. I do not believe this bullshit.
But it didn't stop with that. It was clothing in general. When I walked out of the house, it wasn't just like, hey, you're not allowed to wear that. It was like, oh, really? That's what you're wearing. No wonder
I think she's exaggerating what he was saying. I think that she is completely twisting this narrative and exaggerating. Look at Johnny. Exaggerating what he was saying. And then I think it was a situation exactly like I just said before. Let me know in the comments if your man has ever done that when you're about to go out with your girlfriends and they're like, oh, like, that's how you going out? Okay. And it's like in a joking way, but they're saying that you look good. and they kiss you and you go and you have your fucking evening and that's it. But you're not thinking about going to go change what the fuck you're about to go wear. I haven't had that experience. Possibly another man out there has, but that's not from my experience. I feel like she's exaggerating, and that's just me.
That's what you are. That's what you're making it.
Look at Johnny laughing like this bitch is really...
And it continued. And then she's saying that and pausing right because she has to get her story and lines back, get her back to where she was. Get her back to her mental script in her mind. And then pause. Let me think about what I was just supposed to say. Then there would be a blow up.
And then there would be a blow up. Mm-hmm.
At first, it was just.
I've heard you blow up.
Smash some.
No, she didn't say. At first, it would just be to throw something, to smash something. How many times have we heard about you throwing pots, pans, mineral spirit cans, every fucking thing, spitting on people, Red Bull cans, vodka bottles. But you want to talk about somebody throwing and smashing things. She's painting herself into a tight fucking corner. And I'm surprised that this is the tactic that her team thought was smart. They're giving her no leeway for anything when it comes to cross-examination. It's literally, Johnny said one thing and Amber is saying the exact opposite. Exact opposite. She's painted herself into a corner and she's going to have to explain all these different scenarios, all these audios, all of this evidence, witness evidence of her doing this stuff that she is saying, lying through her teeth, that she's never done. Why would her team take this strategy and make her seem like she's this perfect fucking person who's never done anything and she's a fucking angel and victim of the world when they know what's coming?
Smash some things. It loves to smash up a place, an apartment.
Oh
Furniture.
my god, loves to smash up a place, an apartment. The digs, the fucking digs, man. You love to throw shit, belittle people, disrespect people, call people all types of fucking names, hit people, say that you can't promise not to hit people. That's what you like to do. So God forbid if Johnny likes to fuck up a room every now and then. At least he's not putting his hands on you. And it's his fucking property. So shut the fuck up. He can do whatever he wants to do with his property. It is not yours.
That's what it started with. Glass. Threw glass at me. And
oh, he did?
I remember it was summer. And he just threw this glass across the kitchen. And it didn't hit me, but it shattered behind me. And I remember thinking that it very easily could have hit me.
Oh my god.
And
the drama.
Horror. It didn't start.
I can't even do this anymore.
Word. It was just
I literally can't even listen to her anymore. It's giving me anxiety. It's making me feel fucked up listening to her because just the energy that's coming off of this screen when I'm looking at her is just evil. It's disturbing me. I feel disturbed. I feel like I'm being gaslit. I feel like I'm being manipulated. Everything that she fucking did to Johnny, she's doing to the public, and she is doing to everybody who's fucking watching. Because we have heard the fucking audios, we have seen the pictures, we have seen it all. And she's getting up on this fucking stage, trying to act like it's not what it is. Oh yeah, when they tried to show abuse pictures to the jury, the judge was like, you're not showing unauthenticated fake bruise. Like, they've been trying to slide in a lot of fucking shit that was not already been in evidence. They're sneaky and they're fucking slimy. Judge said, no, you're not showing no unauthenticated fake abuse photos. That, oh my god. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm ready for the cross. Someone said, I'm sure Amber Heard is watching Gone Girl tonight. She's probably getting ideas for tomorrow. Hell yeah, she is. You know, she has that movie on rerun. Like 6 years of this bullshit. HD of Amber Heard's non-existent tears. Right, this is in the middle of her fucking telling her story, being so disturbed and hurt. That's her face. But do you see a fucking tear? Do you see any moisture? Do you see any feeling and or emotion behind these eyes? No, it's all face. It's all face. It's not coming from within. Not a fucking tear. Not a goddamn tear on her face. Wow. Amber Heard is an insult to abuse survivors. She surely fucking is. She should be ashamed of herself. And she should be ashamed of herself sitting up there talking about she fucking did this charity and she did this shit and then she give the money to the kids. Give the money to the kids. She's a horrible horrible actress. Court TV guy said, Amber Heard put on an acting masterclass like anyone who wants to see real acting should look at her testimony and do the exact opposite. You'll be really good. Exactly. She does too much. It's too much of this and it's too like it's too fucking much. It's too much. Wow. Yeah. And someone caught this. On that note, I would like to point out how she seemed to act like she was so surprised that she got hit and nobody hits a woman, yet claimed she was repeatedly abused by her father and her father abused her mother. So how does that work? That was the first time you were ever hit, but yet you claim that your father was abusive to you and your mother? Lies. She's a fucking liar. Can't keep her shit straight. I know you can't hit a woman, so you can hit a man? She literally thinks because she is a woman, she is somehow inferior, which is the exact opposite of being a feminist, so it's all types of contradictory. You want to use being a woman to its benefit when it suits you. Whatever. That's some fucked up shit. Amber Heard is against cocaine. That is major news to me, exactly. You know that nose is got about goddamn raw up there. He didn't like when I wore revealing clothes, Amber Heard. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp with his ex-girlfriend. Exactly. Him and Kate Moss. She's ass naked. This picture is famous, has been everywhere. They dated for a long while. She was devastated when they went separate ways. Cried for weeks. And she is completely naked. But Amber was something special, I guess. But the Kate Moss. Okay, but Amber is somehow better than Kate Moss, and Johnny didn't want her to be dressed in any revealing way. Whatever. Watching Amber Heard today just made me admire Dr. Shannon Curry even more. That woman was 250% right about Amber Heard, and I hope the jury remembers what she says. Yes, she grossly exaggerated. How do you check 19 out of 20? 19 out of 20 on the PTSD test. People who have actually been through severe shit don't even fucking do that much. You grossly exaggerated, and that's what she's doing up on her stand. Grossly exaggerating her acting to the point it comes off as feigning and malingering and unbelievable. My phone is about to die. And I feel like I'm about to die. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. This woman is crazy. And all I really care about is the cross. We all knew she was gonna get up here and fucking lie through her goddamn fucking teeth. And be dramatic and give the performance of her life. So we were right. Because she's doing exactly that. She's doubling down, painting herself into a corner, not giving herself any fucking wiggle room. Her team gave the wrong fucking strategy. Just like they've been doing throughout this entire fucking case, being rude to the witnesses on Johnny's side, being unprepared as fuck, being unprofessional. Y'all have got it all wrong. Why would you get up here and make this woman seem like a fucking angel, make her tell people that she's fucking perfect and ain't never done a goddamn thing wrong when there's so many fucking audios and text and pictures and shit out there? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? My observation would be there's solid evidence Amber Heard was violent to Johnny Depp. There's no solid evidence Johnny Depp was violent to Amber Heard. That's the tweet. Literally all we have is hearsay. We have Amber's words telling other people that Johnny did this to her, but nobody has seen a goddamn thing on her, and nobody has witnessed Johnny put his hands on her. However, we have audio of her admitting to hitting Johnny, and we have witnesses admitting and testifying that they've seen Amber physically hurt Johnny. They're trying, but it's not working. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Still, you defend her. You watched her make up stuff today and watched her take 3 incidents and make them into 1 incident, which should tell you that she lied to start off with. But hello, how did that bit on the stand not scream acting to you? Because they're delusional. They're just as fucking delusional as Amber. Oh, Johnny leaving court today. The crowd is growing bigger and bigger, y'all. It's growing bigger and bigger out there. And people are out there for Johnny. I'm so happy I gotta get back out there before all this is done. Work has just been so fucking crazy. The worst part of this is not having a clue what the jury thinks. Now that is rough because we can't see their faces. We don't know who the hell they are. We have no fucking clue. I just wish we could see their faces at least, but they're supposed to remain very no expressions, very stoic. If Amber Heard has PTSD, as she proclaims, she remembers traumatic events with great detail, very great detail, even bringing in dirty fucking floors and carpets and shit, like just random shit. The fact that she had on this dress that she just dyed, oh my goodness, she just dyed it pink, like giving all this unnecessary fucking bullshit. When someone's telling the truth, they give you the facts, they give you what happened, they don't fluff it up with all this other bullshit. That's what liars do, to try to make the story more believable. They give you all this fucking information that's unnecessary instead of the factual what fucking happened. Period. Wow. So someone did a poll 3 hours ago. After today, who do you believe? Kind of fucking scared to hit this. So it's 960 votes, okay? I'm gonna click on Johnny, because that's who I believe. Thank fucking God. Thank the Lord. So 960 votes. 98.2 people believe Johnny, and 1.8%. That's after today, after she sat up here and tried to fucking smear his name yet again. People still aren't buying it. That PR team, they need to give you your money back. Because he's sitting up in there about to get kicked the fuck out his damn self. And she really does need to keep Lily's name out of her fucking mouth. Out of her fucking mouth. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Because I was like, bitch. Let me find it. Johnny Depp after Amber said she was taking care of his daughter. That's like a bitch, I know you fucking lying. That's what that is. He's like, I know you're fucking lying. Wow. Wow. That's what that is. Lily never liked Johnny. I mean, ugh, so sorry. Lily never liked Amber. Never liked her. She tried to act like it for the sake of her dad. I don't believe she ever really fucked with her. Amber was talking about how they went to like Disneyland or something like that. But I could have sworn back when like all this shit was first coming out, I believe it was on like Incredibly Average. But when this stuff was first coming out, I believe that there was some type of situation where whoever was with, because they went in a group, and whoever was with, like, you know how they give tours and stuff around this and another, and there was a tour person who said basically Amber and the children didn't interact or talk like whatsoever while they went to Disneyland and this, that, and other. Don't sit up here and act like, oh, I had their art on my refrigerator, like, you're the best stepmom in the world. Like, no. No. No, 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 no. Let's not do that. Lily wrote you a letter telling you how she did not appreciate how you were treating her father. How about you bring that up? You want to bring up Lily's name, you want to bring up the children. Why don't you talk about the fact that you were sent a letter directly from his daughter saying she did not appreciate how you were treating her father? Bullshit. Amber Heard is such a bad actress she can't even muster up tears while she testifies about being sexually violated by Johnny Depp when he was looking for drugs. Exactly. She couldn't, even in that moment when she was getting all choked up, getting all choked up and doing her act, she couldn't even bring a tear to her eyes, not even a fucking welling. You know how sometimes your eyes well up and you have the tears right here? She couldn't even bring that. She couldn't even bring that. Just because she has no emotion, she knows she's fucking lying. Exactly. Amber Heard just testified that she didn't do cocaine and was against it. This fuck. She's really trying to act like she's an angel. So you were taking mushroom caps at the trailer park, and you were doing MDMA, and you were doing this, that, and other, but cocaine is where you draw the line. You're against that. What fucking sense does that make? What sense does that make? You want to do MDMA, you want to do fucking mushrooms and shit, but you draw the line at coke? Oh my god. Amber Heard just testified that she didn't do cocaine and was against it. Nurse Erin's notes state that Amber has a history of substance abuse, including an addiction to cocaine. Josh Drew also testified in London in 2020 to knowing that Amber used cocaine. Like, girl, bye. We all know you be coked the fuck out. That umbrella guy says James Franco is getting thrown under the bus by Amber Heard. Bye-bye, Franco. Hope she was worth your career. Oh. Wow. She said that they were friends, but she wanted to be with Johnny. There's no... Wow. Yeah, he has his own shit. That's why he's trying to stay at all those sexual assault accusations about his fucking ass. Wow. Had a very friendly relationship. Wow. Yeah, people aren't believing this shit. My timeline is as my timeline has been. Maybe it's the people I'm fucking following and shit, but don't nobody believe this, but don't nobody believe it. Don't nobody believe it. 98.2 people believe Johnny, 1.8 people out of 960 believe Amber. Wow. I'm so tired of this bitch. Oh, excuse me. Well. Ow. Right, so now Disco Bloodbath was in ECB and not her orange place, and we're back to it being a bit of blood on the wall, not blood splattering on the smedge fridge. Good to know. She's a fucking liar. UK testimony, she said, how did the, Miss Laws, how did the blood get on the wall? Amber, he backhanded me. His rings popped my mouth. Question, are you demonstrating? Can you explain it? Which hand was he using? Amber, I do not recall which hand he was using, but one of his hands went across my mouth like this. Hit my teeth is what it felt like. Yet, here's Miss Amber. Does it look like she was backhanded? Does she look like she was backhanded? Here. Get the fuck out of here. Changing stories, bringing in new evidence that hasn't been authenticated. Y'all really fucking trying it. Tragedy. Well, I'm gonna be home tomorrow, so we're really gonna get into it, and I hope the cross starts tomorrow, because that's what I'm eager for. She got up on the stand and did exactly what the fuck we thought she would do. Y'all, look at this shit. People are so funny. Look at this shit. Oh my god. This is what somebody did. Oh my god. A fucking clown. A fucking clown. The clown she is. Clown. I can't. Well, I'm gonna go relax myself and eat some dinner. Amber has to get prepped and study up for tomorrow. I'm sure she's probably going through her flashcards. Eve, come here. Did that seem believable enough? Come here. Let me do it again. Let me run it one more time. Okay. Scene. Johnny was hitting me, and he was beating me, and he threw me across the floor like this. Oh my god. Was that good enough? Was that good, Eve? Tell me the truth. Let me go back. Let me make sure I said that right. That's literally what she's going to be saying and doing tonight. Like, she's an actress, but a very bad one, because none of this came off as believable. And I'm actually really happy about it, because people can see through her phoniness. She's phony. She's phony. But that's all for today, you guys. Think about liking, think about subscribing. I'm sure tomorrow is going to be a fucking shit show, and I'm so happy I get to be home, so hopefully we can share in this disaster together, because this is just literal fucking madness. But think about liking, think about subscribing. If not, I completely understand. But yeah, that's gonna be it. See you tomorrow. Bye.